Yeah, I mean, I've been with Storm for 11, 12 years, and I think the biggest difference between our company and another company is we have such a range of bowling balls. So when I bowl competition, I always feel confident. I always feel like I have something to go to. I don't worry about, gee, I have a hole, or I'm kind of stuck in between bowling balls. I never worry about that. Well, there's no question that when I won the US Open in 2009, I got the monkey off my back. But it's still a work in progress. I still have to work at it. It's very difficult now because I'm not bowling 24/7. 7, 8 years ago I was bowling 24/7. So, but I definitely have confidence that I didn't have before. And, but I still feel like I have more wins under my belt. I still feel like I can compete. So, but definitely the 2009 US Open was like a stepping stone for me. I don't know if it's harder. I think that with Storm specifically, I trust their vision, I trust their technology, and I don't question it. And every ball that comes out I feel is an asset to me, and I feel that it only helps me as a bowler. But the bowling balls are so strong today and so almost ahead of their time that it definitely is maybe more of a challenge for me than, say, like the average Joe. Just because my ball is so sensitive to the lane. But I always feel like when Storm comes out with a new bowling ball, that it's an asset to my game. Yeah, for my game specifically, what I work on a lot is trying to get the ball to slow down a bit. And Storm equipment is so clean through the front and has such a continuous motion down the lane. But I think in the last specifically 5 or 6 years, they have really expanded their equipment, and there's something available for every range. If you can't do it with bowling ball, you can do it with surface. So I never question that either. I have never felt more confident with a company than I have with Storm. Well, for me, I think my situation was a little different. I was already on my way out from the tour. I had made the decision to leave the tour right about the same time the tour ended. I wouldn't say it angered me, but just a huge sense of disappointment. I feel bad for all of the younger players today who don't have the outlet that we had to hone their skills, to become better bowlers. I mean, what you see a few times a year with our Queens and our US Open and some of the other events, and I know there's some international events, is I think that you're just not going to see the bowlers improve as much as if they were bowling 25, 30, 40 tournaments a year. So I don't know that I feel angry. I feel disappointed that the younger players don't have the same opportunities that we had. I don't think you can look at the past and sort of compare the two. What I think is the future of bowling are the junior bowlers. What I see is a whole group of women who are phasing out of the sport, and I don't see that we're generating enough interest from the junior bowlers. So I think that's where our concentration needs to be, and I think it needs to be a national appeal. And I think there's a sort of stigma with bowling still after all these years. It's sort of a beer drinking, fun time on a Friday night, and at our level, at a competitive level, that couldn't be farther from the truth. And I think that there's a combination of making bowling attractive to youth bowlers and then marketing the bowlers and the sport that we have now. Yeah, pretty much every good friend I have is a product of the sport of bowling. So, of course, bowling is near and dear to my heart, and I love that nearly all of my friends are Hall of Famers. And what I enjoy the most is, besides the friendship, is that I always have that support. If I need help with coaching, if I need help with equipment, I know I have people to go to. I think I'm very lucky as far as that's concerned. And bowling has been very good to me over the years.